sikwamukele kuyo ke Women of Impact SA sisonjalo sithi ke you change a woman you change the nation. Sanibonani ungakhohla ukuthi ke ushare le page nekuthi ke ulithanze uba meme especially women in South Africa, women across the South Africa siyabamema ukuthi nabo babuye badohlanganyela nathi njengoba lo muhla ke I've got my beautiful sister ke in here usis Gugu clinical psychologist yethu lesebe sikhuluma naye kabanti ngetinvo mhlambe lesithinzako ke sonke lengicabanga ukuthi siyositakala ke as women. Sis Gugu ngiyakwamukela ku Women of Impact SA.
Ngiyabonga sisilungile, ngibonga na Pastor Maria ukuthi akunikele ithuba nami to impact women across South Africa ku Women of Impact forum yakhe.
Bese ku lockdown siyiningizimu Africa ngiyoke itopic yethu kakhulu esikhuluma ngayo lomuhla uma unaka kakhulu since iqalile ke i-lockdown eningizimu Africa or since i-COVID-19 iqalile info mhlambe lesiyibuke kakhulu sibuke yona i-lockdown sabuka lesifo kwasona but we forgot ukuthi sibuke ukuthi isithinza njani thine psychologically indzaba ye-lockdown. I mean kunenti lokwendakalako le mhlambe azange sicabange ukuthi kutowendeka ngale lockdown.
Ukhuluma iqiniso lapho sisilungile most of the research we've been reading iyakhombisa ukuthi uma sekuphelile lokugula physically and medically kwe lockdown, this is when the mental health practitioners are going to come in because once the curve as they speak has been flattened, this is when now there's going to be a need for the psychologists, for the registered counselors, for the psychiatrists to come in and assist because of the impact yayo le coronavirus. Kwamanje sisase overwhelmed about lokugula, the physical symptoms, the deaths that we are encountering now. At a later stage, emotionally bantu basato strugglisha because impact coronavirus goes beyond the financial and the medical and the physical. Emotionally, a majority of people are going to suffer from multiple mental conditions that are going to need, unfortunately, kube intervention of the professionals.
When the lockdown started, I mean, you can agree with me, everyone, you know, we were so excited, abo baba, angeke basahamba, bayohlala emakhaya, and a lot of things we never thought of, so I think you saw in number, gender-based violence, inyuke kakhulu, kulesikhathi lesi se lockdown. I mean, good umuntu losiprepareile, especially as women, because I mean, boba benabangekho. Kwathile nje sinetinto etiningi lesibukana nato. So now kuna le first born ngibabe like Khaya, kuna bantfana like Khaya. So ucakekile nawe uma ukuthi kahle kahle kufuneka usikwendeke njani?
I'm telling you, I think Nami experience when he said lockdown, I think a part of me was excited, but then my reality hit me. I'm working, so for me there's really no lockdown. So every day will continue as has been for me. But for a majority of people, I think that weekend, it was still fun. You know, the posting of the videos, the cooking together. We thought, okay, let's enjoy the novelties, the lockdown. Then a week later, the reality hits. You are now stuck with this person. Unconic mover, you know. Asakona balega aye car wash. Bandwana sebabuke wena bayavuka mama sicela kudla remember andakaseko. Sense uninodwa la endlini sekumele kuphekwe nyalo ekseni ene angithi babujwayele ukuthi uma ngekho emini bayahamba emsebenzini bayothenga amaphalishi nanani so nyalo wena mele wende breakfast, mele wende lunch, mele wende nesapha. All the 3 meals must be accommodated. Ngalana mama this, mama that. Uba overwhelmed now as a person and no one tells you ukuthi this is what's going to be. Outlet yakho ngokuphuma nje ngaphandle within the vicinity. And logo, it's for the privileged ones. It's not called ukuthi singibomake sibaningi bomake labanganawo lama privileges labahlala barentile. So they are stuck kuleso space leso ngimake mbabe ngilabantwana bahleli na nebashana nabo bonke labantu seba stuck akuna outlet akuna break bonke batakelene in that one space. They have to deal with each other nema emotions wabo, the uncertainty yokuthi kutowendakalani. You find ukuthi even in the first week one of them as the parents lapha endlini bahleli, but before i-lockdown yendeka bese batsheliwe emsebenzini ukuthi asibone ukuthi sidokuthatha if all of this happens. So iqala nje i-lockdown, one of the partners emotionally uqala nge-uncertainty. Nale anxiety sisilungile yokuthi sesidodlane ekseni ujayele kuvuka ngiyothengisa lapha eFerreira Street, ngithengisela abantu ama-scones, ngithengisela abantu ama-fade, sengistuck nyalo umuntu owendana imali umuntu owenda njani ngoba ukuphuma kwami lijele angisakhoni nebantwana sebabuke wena mama sitowenda kanjani. So it's the panic, the anxiety, kudla sekuyaphela sitowenda njani, asathi ukuthi senda njani. So initially lama feelings lawa provoke the pronouncement was that of anxiety and panic. Hence most of the people bayenda panic buying toilet paper. I still want to figure out what the toilet paper story was about, but bayothenga ma toilet paper because there's that fear. And nathi masibona labanye bantu sonke sesiyalandzela and we fall into that hype.
Sis Gugu, I want us to talk about issue emsebenzi. Ikakhwathi ke kulesikhathi lesikuso, because a lot of men batholakala bangayemsebenzini and maybe they were told ukuthi no work no pay. And mina as a woman waloyo babe loyo like Khaya, I have to understand that part. I have to understand ukuthi babe nyalo ngeke asaletha le mali lebekayiletha before, and babe is going to be stuck la endlini. I have to do something as a woman. I have to feed him, I have to feed my kids and take care of myself. Konke lokho psychologically kuyangilimata as a woman, and we end up having women that's starting now to abuse the partners, or maybe not physically but mhlambe ngendlela la khuluma ngakhona naloyo babelo because of the frustration.
Hence when asisilungile utothola ukuthi ukhona babelo tsheliwe before ukuthi emsebenzini ungasabuyi or it's no work no pay. What most men do bayahlala nako akakhulumi, uyohlala nokuthi angeke azahole. It was March, mhlambe March bekatohola, end of April angeke azahole. So unale fear naye ngitomtshela njani lo make ngoba bonke badependa kimi. So iphela inyanga make uyayiletha imali, baba kayiletha imali, make naye out of her own vulnerabilities and anxieties vele ugcina khiphela konke lokhu kwata kubabe. And sometimes masikhuluma lamavi lesiwakhuluma ke ebantwini asicabange ukuthi ayalimata ugcina umtshele partner wakho ukuthi useless, mina ngiyavuka la ngiyasebenza umele mina nginivelele ngisebenzako lana wena ulele nje ufuna ngento enjani. So bagcine balimatana njengoba bahleli la endlini ene balimatana ngemavi phambi kwabo labantwana ngoba konke lokuba stuck in the house now. Kusamele siyo queue eShoprite siqueuele ukuthi kumele siyothenga singwa. There's the frustration of the queue at the shops. Then I must come home because le mali lenginikwe yona is not enough for the money that I have. It is not enough, but I can't even talk to my partner. I realized ukuthi the issue ye lockdown, if letingekho right, even in our relationships, we are only realizing now ukuthi we don't communicate in relationships. We don't communicate. You don't know. People don't know what's their partners.
And you don't even know how to communicate with that person.
You don't.
It's like stranger.
You are saved by the TV. You are saved by the car wash on odd days. You are saved by soccer. You are saved by the phones. But now segment style sesilwela ne remote. Silwela TV because the little ones bafuna ukubukela Cartoon Network, babe ufuna ukubukela tindzaba wena ufuna catch up kusibaya. And so all of us now have to compromise and accommodate each other. And siya realize now ukuthi sesiyahluleka nokutoleratana, utolerate the small things. Now uyayishiva slap bathroom ayishiye nje nebantwana bayashiya ngithi sijwayele ukuthi picks up after us antakekho so uyakhipha ahini nanishiyelan letinto. So it's provoking a whole lot of disparities nje within even the home emotionally ukuthi people are now unsettled ngale simo because again sisilungile kusimo lesingakasijwayele. We've never been through this.
uma usibukele ke live ungakhohlwa ukuthi ke uma ubukene naleso simo lesikhuluma ngaso ungas DM ke ngesimo sakho sinayiti clinical psychological yethu la osisigugu lo dokhola ukuthi ke akuside kule nginga lobweni bakulesi simo lobukene naso mhlambe ke akunikete nayo ke iadvice ungakhona ukuthi ke usidM kuye the Woman of Impact SA. Sisakhuluma ngendzaba yabo babe kusola umsebenzi nyalo umake ufuna ukuthi wede konke bantwana babuke wena la ekhaya nabo nonke nihleli la ndzawonye sisigugu mhlambe labanye bangathi thina singcono ngobe ke umuntu nemuntu angangena ekamelweni lakhe you know you'll find other women unebantwana mhlawumbe ke una 4-5 bantwana and indlu lahlala kuyo it's not as big as mhlambe yalomunye umuntu indlu lencane 2 room fune bonke babenza konye you know ukuthi even kwabona lokho kwenda ukuthi simo sibe bucayi kakhulu
kwenda ukuthi singasathandi naloku bala endlini and that is why sabona in the beginning sibona sengathi bantu iyabahlula le idea of staying indoors and staying home and being safe because kude la sibalekela khona kahle we then realize ukuthi sibalekele etikoleni sibalekele emisebenzini sihlangana ebusuku mase sonke sibuyile sihlangana ngekudla bese kwenziwa ama homework bese kuyolala so mase sihleli sonke kuyo yona le dining room sesihleli sonke it becomes too much awuna breathing space nebantwana nabo it becomes frustrating ngoba ngithi impilo yabantwana yokudlala baya ngaphandle bayadlala now we are forcing them ukuthi bahlale endlini and uthola ukuthi lo munye umuntu umle type of personality yokuthi akathandi vele nalokho engage nabantu so now we are forcing this person ukuthi ahlale endlini abe stuck nemuntu whereas lokubaleka kwakhe emsebenzini really was a helpful escape for them now they are stuck so emotionally u feel trapped.
Yeah.
So over and above ukuthi sometimes kunebantu that have been feeling depressed a lot of other people have been feeling trapped even in the midst of COVID because now I am stuck with this partner and hence you mentioned earlier ukuthi the cases now of gender-based violence ayakhuphuka because they've been there it's just that now bangama couples they are forced with each other. You know, you pinpoint the little things. Awukamphekeli kahle lokho, awendi kahle lokho and anger bese provokeka and because we struggle sometimes sibantu kuyimanage le anger yethu bese iyakhipheka ke.
Let's talk about the communication part. We would say ubutsinsile kancane ngifila ukuthi ke ikey kahle in all of this especially lokwendakala ko emakhaya kuma relationships kubantu labashadile kunebantwana and because I mean uthola abanye nje ingekho lockdown umvathi umuntu dubadubane like Khaya umuntu akakhuluma ungena dubula umlomo and aphume futhi adubula umlomo uhambe kusena emsebenzini angikhuluma isinabuya uvala tivalo uyangena lala sonyalo ula akayi emsebenzini akayinzawo I mean you'll find labanye bakutshela ukuthi I mean it's been now how many more than 50 days ye lockdown solo asikhulumisana.
Yeah and ku serious and kuyahlupha ukuthi sesiyabona nyalo ukuthi bantu lama relationship wabo kuveta the dysfunctionality of them even being together and it takes us back because now we have to go back ekucabangeni ukuthi what was and what is the foundation of us even being together as a couple yini le yasihlanganisa when we met what made us connect as a couple surely now we need to go back to the tindo lebe sitenda sithi enjoy because now we are stuck together. You find with couples that realize we can't even have fun together. I can't stand to eat mdobo nawe sihleli so too. I can't stand to even make food for you, which now also opens up a lot of other issues. What now? What does this mean? Does it mean we are not compatible for each other? you know, in the beginning, when we were talking and trying to encourage people, we had said that we need to use this time. Be reflective of your own self, reflective of your relationships. And I think it has provided isikhathi nespace so ukuthi bantu bakhona ukukhuluma ukuthi what exactly is this? What are we to each other? You know, the other interesting things is Lungile that we also then need to come up with is a definition of the relationship as a couple for you, and come up what works for you, because now everything needs to be reinvented. But see, this is the new normal. So what used to be normal can no longer be normal. The fact that can we come up with different ways of communicating? I heard somewhere, you know, even in families now, general groups, abakhulumi together, sesikhuluma nge-WhatsApp. Can you bring me this? Can you fetch this? Mama, can I have this? You know, and we look forward to the Zoom meetings because no one is going to come. But it then says there's something wrong here. Can we fix it? Do we want to fix it? Do you remember they had said, I think it was China, I stand to be corrected, in that first month of Corona, the divorce cases spiked.
It's China.
Because people realized they can't, this is not working out. And I think sekumele kube nale honesty now, even within the couples, to say maybe we are not as compatible. Maybe what we thought worked no longer works. We are not good for each other. We can't even talk. I can't even appreciate the fact that what then needs to happen. And remember, uma sesingasavani bantwana bayabona, so nabo it affects them. So it has opened up a whole lot of avenues of speaking and communicating even within the homes, and we need to, as people, as parents, as couples, start talking about the realities of what is happening in the relationship yethu. What must we do now? What is our way forward?
If you just joined us, we are the Women of Impact SA. Siyakwamukela sikhuluma ke ngemithelela leba khona ke psychologically yayo ke i-COVID-19 nayo ke i-lockdown lesolomane ke sikuyo ke siyiningizimu Afrika. Sina sisigugu lo clinical psychologist losinceda ukuthi kulosikhanyiselako ekutheni ke lokulesibukene nawo kahle kahle ke kushoni ngobe ke no one prepared us this Gugu. At first we were happy, we were so excited. We say, I'm going to rest, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, ngesikhathi sami ekhaya. But when time goes by, we realize ukuthi ke le lockdown lena ke psychological iyasihlupha iyasilimata. Sikhuluma ngetindzaba leti baluleke kakhulu. I think one another thing that we touched a bit indzaba yayo gender-based violence, itekwenyuka, and we've seen a lot of women being killed lately during this lockdown. So something must tell us, there's something wrong. As much as labanye basho no, this thing has been going on since back then. But ngathi lockdown yende yapusha because labantu nyalo seba together always.
There is definitely something wrong, Sis Lungile. A concept yema relationships and what relationships mean and what we get kulawo relationships and how we treat each other kuma relationships. So kuyafihlakala uma siba busy ngetimpilo tethu nyalo sekuyabonakala ukuthi our relationships are wrong, my foundation wethu are wrong, and maybe perhaps Isilungile we get into those spaces for wrong reasons, and asikhoni vele kutolerate. But it then goes back to also the foundation now of our emotional well-being, because remember masingena kulama relationships we are two individual human beings. Ngida nemthwalo wami nawe uda nemthwalo wakho. So angiqali nyalo kuba ngile monster lekushayako lekukhulumelako lekubangela msindo ngikuthola somewhere. And I think this is now an opportunity for us, the ones that are parenting children, to know and to start changing the prescripts of parenting, because for the abuser to be the abuser uqale somewhere. There's somewhere la kuvela khona lobuhlungu lese kakukhiphela nyalo ukukhiphela kunkosikazi wakhe ukukhiphela kumfati wakhe ukukhiphela kundodza yakhe ukukhiphela nasebantwaneni. So the violence lese siyibona nyalo ikhombisa nje lobuhlungu le kuba khona in our upbringing and how we have normalized violence, you know. Kulama adverts that are going around, they are saying, so now as a neighbor you must be alert to msindo wakamakhelwane. It also highlights the fact ukuthi asisanandzaba asisekho caring. Uma uva msindo wangaphandle uyatithulela nje awufuni ukuthi ingene angidingeni. The high walls have stopped that. Even if it's in a complex awudingeni tindzaba naselokishini awusatingeni batotibona laphaya kamakhelwane. We have become an uncaring nation that a lot of the things have been happening and we've been pretending as though atendeki. And so now, you know, I think in every sphere yempilo, socially, in health, in economy, you know, the lockdown is actually exposing a lot of illnesses go community to that. Now moving forward we somehow have to find a way of dealing and correcting it. Sislumi,
are we going to see bobabe labangakaze ba-abuser sisigugu labangakaze bahlukumeta umlingani wakhe ekhaya? Are we going to see men like that starting now to abuse their women because of lockdown, with everything that comes with it? Mhlambe ke usilahlekela umsebenzi, akathi ukuthi uyobuyela ke emsebenzini ohleli but no work no pay. So konke lokho mamhlambe ke kumfrustra kumcinzetelo babe. Are we going there?
Remember, angithi sinema coping skills like different. Now it comes in the whole issue cigarettes and the other substances. I used that as a way of coping. So mangi frustrated ngilwe ne boss yami ngiyathi ukuthi ngidodlula kazibani, or I'll hang out with the boys at car wash and grab a bottle or two ngifike endlini ngiyadla abanginaki vela bakhulumi. So now konke letinto that we used to fall back on, they are not there. And also even the withdrawal from not having the alcohol, from not having the cigarettes, is making people quite frustrated. So there's a number of factors that is now contributing. Emotionally, we are seeing all of these things. What people used to depend on to cope and to hide, now it's not there, and it's like seba exposed, they are naked. So what am I going to fall back on? I don't have the bottle of Savannah, I don't have the cigarettes that used to calm me. I'm frustrated, and here's this woman and here's this child. We are going to see that because the things the bandu bebatisebenzisa to cope with whatever stressors that they were facing, it's not there. You know, we would take it for granted. Men would used to meet emakawash on a daily basis because that was their space. Even if it's not to talk their emotional problems, but it used to be distracting for them. For them it was distracting. They had those spaces, so now they don't have, and they don't have anything. Now we are saying to the person, every day drink oros. Oros, cigarettes are not there. We are panic. So kuningi losokuvela konyalo sisilungile lokukhombisa nje ukuthi sesamoshakala emotionally sibantu.
Now, Sanzage go joiner Mbugeli, please like our page, Women of Impact SA. Basically, we are sharing a topic lebale cooling yesinceda kakhulu njengabo mage, because we are facing these things, and if cope, if funny installed indlela to cope with the situation that we are facing, a good lockdown, and still ube nelithando, still ubonakale ujabulile, still ubonakale wangathi ke konke vele ubambe kahle kuhamba ngendlela kanti mhlambe some of the things they are falling apart, and you cannot fall apart as well because the bantwana babuke wena. I mean, usually bantwana bahlala nathi as much as boba bahambile or nanoma bengiyosebenza, but I'm the one who comes back and check on the kids, the homework, the food bagezile now. So talking about the kids, I mean, most of the time we focus on us, our issues, hey lo muntu lona sesikhulume sesikwatile, we forget these ones.
We forget ukuthi, you know, children are playful, children are innocent, children want to explore, bafuna kuphuma, bafuna kudlala. In the first few weeks, kube nale uncertainty bathi ngithi vele bahlala emakhaya. So most of them bebahlele endlini vele bangaphumi, abaphumi, abahambi, and it's something that is different for them, abayijwayelanga. Most bagcinene nikubona abangani babo in March already. A lot of them haven't seen their friends it's been 2 months now. So bayabakhumbula, ukugijima, kudlala, kungola, into le babantwana batijwayele. Atisendeki nyalo. So senyalo vele kumele sigade ukuthi we will have children who are going to show symptoms of depression because nabo lokuphuma kwabo baye esikoleni bahlangane ngema weekend emall kuphi it's their way yokuba ukuthi babe stimulated, so abasekho stimulated nyalo. And uthola ukuthi andakekho ngithi wena nemntwana ukamjwayeli, so le tinto le beka it was easy ukuthi aye ku aunt uyati umntwana ukuthi lokhu vele sesikhathi sethu sokwenda lokhu when uyaqasuka you take it out on the child agcine ahamba yodihlalele. Now also laba nawo lama privileges abo PlayStation nabo Xbox, because again we can't communicate nebantwana bethu babhizi kulama games, babhizi ku TV, so we don't even talk to them. Asikwati kubakhuta abantwana bethu, asikabafundzisi the basics nje of surviving in life. Uvuka mbheda kawendi, so mele aunt is not there, you are frustrated because you have to manage everyone. So life has also changed for them. Of late kukhulunywa ngabo online schooling and another prospect yokuthi tikolo titofula. So konke lokho create an uncertainty, and we find ourselves now having to also speak ngekufa ngebantwana, because this is what COVID has brought up, ukuthi someone has to die. So now we have to explore the idea of death and intimacy. Bantwana grow and are stimulated through the hugging, the kissing, the playful. Now sekumele ube careful, uphumile uyem17, you've been exposed nje, you know, within la ngaphandle, not necessarily to a suspected person, but sesitshelwa ukuthi no hugging, no kissing, and a child must come to you. We are telling them ukuthi now no, Papa, don't come to me, don't hug mama, don't hug daddy. So konke lokho nje is really frustrating for children ngoba bantwana ba free, bantwana ba carefree, and kumele sibanike lokho. But all of this is changing now. Even in the homes now sekumele sigcoke ama mask. Asisakhoni, you must constantly remind mntwana geza tandla. Mangadigezi siyabachika siyabashouta abasakhoni kuya next door anymore. So emotionally the adjustment nabo is going to be quite severe for them. And
how then do we assist our kids? Because I'm thinking now, I would say bahleli we are fighting, especially maybe in a home whereby they don't take this lockdown ngendlela le right. Umama no baba bahlala ebalwa ngasonke isikhathi. How then do we assist the child? I mean, they have to go back to school. Babona banama problems wabo nje wodwa ngesikolo, and with the lockdown, with the COVID-19, kuthi yabulala, and they thinking, oh, so now but sesikolweni ithine sifune sobamba lesif. I mean, how do we assist them? How do we make sure ukuthi baba kule state of mind lesikahle than what they are now?
This is the time now that kumele sifunze ukukhuluma nebantwana bethu, sihlale si-engage ngawo lawo ma-issues lawo, sibamamele. Umntwana matofika athi mama I miss my friend, you know, ngoba vele sekumele sihlale sine-airtime nabo data. Allow the child the opportunity yokukhuluma and reconnect nebangani bakhe. Ukhumbule ama-cousins wakhe, asibavumele ukuthi bafone the WhatsApp video chats, because that's what keeps them going. Allow them within the spaces zisala ekhaya ukuthi badlale ngoba abantwana bafuna kudlala. It now also requires us to be at the level yabantwana bethu ukuthi sikhone sengithi ngalo lekumele sidlale nabo abasakhona phela ke next door, sekumele wena ungumama ungibabe la endlini udlale naye umntwana wakho. There was a video going around babebekadlala ingqathu because they have to now, and I reality sengiyo le reality yethu. We have to do that. We have no other way. Siyabasusa ku TV and we occupy them. We have to now be creative nathi sibadali, coming up with games of entertaining the children. For those that are fortunate, Google will give you ideas, and Pinterest ukuthi yini lesingayenda ukuthi sikhiphe bantwana busy. But now this is a time for you as a parent ukuthi engage nemntwana akho at the level and at their level. The other problem I think now lesesibonako with the issue the online schooling it's also provoking so much anxiety and anger for a lot of parents because they are also struggling. So now it is now starting to be something, let's say emotional relationships, because you know, Sis Lungile, we are not teachers. You know, you are a broadcaster, a psychologist. We are not teachers. So now you are forced to go to Hlad, and if you have to work, when you have to go and do your slot, you miss out on the 2 hours you come back, you are tired, you are overwhelmed. You now have to sit.
You don't even understand what is it.
Yourself. And then you are not a teacher, so ikhiphela le frustration because you expect ukuthi ngoba yena umntwana student akwadi and akakwadi enobuke wena. So sesigcina sesiyalwa. So even that parent-child relationship now is becoming greatly affected. Bantwana batugcina basaba because we are now also becoming monsters and asabashayeli kuganga. Sesibashayela nje ukuthi uhlulwa njani kwenda lo msebenzi lo. And in the time I'm paying school fees. But I haven't been paid. Your school wants school fees. Malume we transport ufuna imali yakhe ugcina ukhiphela konke lokho with this child.
You know, I felt so bad. My girl, she's in grade 7. So begabhala ama homework like iphayilengana. So yesterday I went to print another pile and she was like, mama, iphayilengana again. So yambona ukuthi kwayena nje. So siyamhlubeta le homework because when she's at school it's not like this. So now she's at home, she has to be like on her books all the time. Kunyenti lesifuna sikhulume ngako lengicabanga ukuthi ke kudokusita if now you are facing the same problem ungasabi CDM ikhona ke clinical psychologist yethu sisigugu egcineni uyitobeke asishela ke tinombolo nalapho ke asebenzela khona kude ke sifoleke lisito anyway tsineke kuyangijabulisa ukuthi niba khona nyalo sisigugu cala ke ema psychologist besithi asilapho if you go and see psychologist bacanga ukuthi sekuna something wrong mhlambe sekhubatekile engcondweni kodwa ke kuyabonakala ukuthi ke siyawasenzinga kakhulu ikakhulu lesimo lesibukana naso. You know, one time this other lady called me. I think she was 54. She said she's 54. She called me to say your husband yakhe uma bengekho esemsebenzini bekuba ngcono. So now he's at home. So this husband ufuna amagcansi. Like he wants to sleep with her. I mean, it's like you are my wife. We every day. So she's complaining like it's an everyday thing, every night, any day, anytime. So she's tired, and now she feels as if this guy is abusing her. So as isikhulume intimacy guya iguyo nje I lockdown ukuthi I mean yona ingena njani ilimata njani bomake.
Yeah. Sesihlele endlini phela nyalo kude lokunye lesikwendako and ngifela omunye athi angithi futhi bo side chick akusenaso isikhathi sabo
bavalekile
sebavalekile nyalo and I know that we are condoning it but reality lesiphila kuyo. So babe namake are now in the house together and we don't have anything else to do. Let's have sex. In the beginning it feels ngathi it's okay, it's fine. We haven't done this really for its but it's getting to a point where now it is too much, where now you realize that your partner has a high libido and that I cannot compete with, and now it's too much for me. Again, konke lokho dinto lekumele tikhulume, because as a couple if sobona nawe ukuthi le extent lesesesi busy ngayo seku too much for me and angisakhoni kumprovidela lokulakudingako. It's important that we can talk and engage around that and have that compromise ukuthi wena what can benefit you, how can I help you, nami ngikuncede njani. But you know, on the other hand also this has put a lot of pressure now on some women also would say, because now he's there, I must prove a point, I must show my side. So a lot of people now say busy you know, double vaginal tightening and ensuring that their vaginas are great and clean and tight and pure, because uzama
kumbamba kuthi nami ngikhona
So I'm
kuthi
going to
mhlawumbe
make-
nakuphela
yes.
loku angakhona
Buyela khona. And I think let's make this moment, you know, the greatest and the best moment for him. So there's that pressure also of just being the best, you know. December, we will see the impact of this, you know, maternity wards will be full with people December, January, because people have been busy also. So now, you know, it must be done with the safety, you know, it mustn't be done to abuse your partner now. This person must now be your sex slave. Sex must be mutual. Kumele kukhulunywe. Both people must enjoy it. It mustn't only be done for the benefit of the one partner. The other partner must also be willing to engage in that. And even if there are other things that are done in terms of playing and in terms of trying out new things, it must be done in a safe way, you know. And the idea and the issue now, just intimacy of condom use for those that have to. Utinago logo still needs to continue. People mustn't just engage in recklessly, but respect the other person and respect it. You know, even in marriage, sis Lungile, even in a proper, good, solid relationship, a no will still remain a no. When the other partner says agafuni, the other partner must hear that and not force themselves, because then it opens up things. You would say, you raped me, but what is rape? How can I rape you? But if she had, or if he had said no, really they don't want to. So now, and the tolerance of saying, as much as I would want my partner the whole day, I also need to understand what's in limitations, and I have to respect that.
I think lokunye kufuneke as women mhlawumbe sikhona ukuhlukanisa ukuthi am I doing this thing because I love doing it, I want to do it for my partner, or am I doing this thing because somehow ngifuna prove a point, ngifuna angibone like you are doing it for him, not for you, because definitely it will frustrate you. It will frustrate because you want approval from him, and if he doesn't approve, or actually tandla, would say, oh baby, you cooked very nice today, because we have seen a lot of women. Well, it's good. We see a lot of women banging lekishini bapega, you know, different recipes. For Facebook. But are you doing that now because you want to do it? Or you're doing it because you're trying so hard because you know what you was cheating before, so now ngifuna kumbamba now on my angles, because I mean you'll get tired. You'll get tired of trying to prove uthando lakho kulowo muntu loyo.
It is important even with this in whatever sphere and space that you are, to remain true to you know. And I think uma vele sikule relationship uyamathi mngani wakho ukuthi umuntu lonjani, don't go over and above. And if you initially you had presented yourself in this particular manner, pressure nesidingo sokuthi now I must attempt to be Siba Mtongana, whereas the only thing I can make is jungle oats, that's it. And so kumele kube nale acceptance and not the pressure now to try and prove the point. Even the cooking, akumele kube a stressful thing. Let it be fun. Let it be something that then we can all do together, because we are both at home now. Asizame kwenda. The problem sometimes with us, and I think that's why we have to go back to the basics of why we are together, why I married you, why I fell in love with you, why you fell in love with me. Because you fall in love with the idea of this beautiful psychologist, but this beautiful psychologist hates cooking. So now lockdown has shown that So she hates cooking what? Udongshaya, kutongshaya, angithanzi ukupheka. And so that's the reality of it now, and that I can't try and prove a point to you. Kumele ngizame kuba ngimi, and this is the person that you have married, this is the person that you have wanted to love. And that's the other problem lebakhona kuma relationship, when now the other person tries very much to impress the other, and it gets to a point where you can't. The mask now needs to come off. And this is what it is doing. The masks are coming off. Kugula kwebantu is being exposed, and now we have to deal with it.
Yes. So bo auntie bahambile sisele silelana and ngala ngifuna ku laptop we busy the business and akekho ngithola indlu, it's a mess. Then we start fighting.
Exactly. And the other thing, someone again, you know, with social media, you know, with now this persona, it's a put on persona, and you work hard at it. So the masks must come off. Nails, we haven't been doing nails, we haven't been doing the hair. So now husband is stuck, you know, he had this fancy wife that he would come to every day, and now there's this person that track suits every day. It's discouraging for him, and he feels like, Mara, really, is this what I'm coming home to? So she's in tracksuits every day, let alone she must make the bed and she's struggling. It is really a frustrating time now for everyone, Sis Lungile.
Yeah, sibuka issue sakhuluma ngebantwana, and let's not forget ama grade 12s. You know, bakunebatali lebe bathi umntwana wami uqeda isikole ndophumula utoshintsha simo sala ekhaya. And now kwabona, they don't know what's going on, they don't know if they're going to pass. Labanye bakhona ukustudisha kahle due to this. How do we help ama grade 12 ikakhwathi kule simo lesikuso?
We need to support them, Sis Lungile. Tina uma uku-privileged position la ukhona uku-assist abantwana that are in grade 12 bathi ngabo data, we have to help that. If as a parent you are in the house, support the child, give them the time and the space yokuthi bakhone kuba nesikhathi sokufunda balungiselele umsebenzi wabo. We do need to be patient ngoba kutifundisa kwabo emakhaya akufani nalokufundiswa esikoleni. So letinye izinto, remember nyalo futhi, there's no space to ask, there's no space to get clarity from anyone, so they are using whatever they can. And impilo for now, because there's a lot of uncertainty, so batobhala nini, kutobhalwa na, bayobhala njani, so abati nabo ukuthi kwenzakalani. Let's try and just normalize lesimo for everyone, because as a parent now impilo yakhe ichinchile, and as for the children also it's going to change. It's anxiety provoking for everyone, because in my exams, but the issue of resources also comes up, because not everyone has those resources. Bayabuyela, the plan is that they should go back on the 1st of June, but a big number of schools ngeke bakhona kubuyela ene kubabuyisela emuva, so nayo lo mntwana lone pressure. So now, as much as we can joke ukuthi let's delete 2020, I think kumele sibe realistic with each other ukuthi 2020 hasn't worked out the way sonke simplenele. We all had big plans for it, but those plans have now been put on hold, and ngeke kusendeka. So we need to go back and have that reality check, all of us, because our lives are on hold now, and they will be on hold for a while, and we have to now emotionally and psychologically get used to this new normal that we are being told and taught about.
Usakhuluma president, when he extended lockdown, he said we're gonna be in this for a long time. Like we said when we started, could see nobody prepared us. So nyalo, at least this topics like this one, we Women of Impact SA, to try and prepare guys, this is what we are facing, and this is what we must go in. Google lockdown, it's gonna come up, but you must find a way to deal with the situation, because I mean, we must find another ways of dealing with.
kusatoba nebantu abaningi labasokutoba depressed, basatoba psychotic, out of the realities nalama results yabo konke lokho kulahlekelwa umsebenzi, kuphela kwemishado, kufa kwetihlobo. So the symptoms are still going to be there. Bantu basayolahlekelwa ama businesses, the people are going to lose houses. Sislungile, people are going to lose their cars from what is happening, you know, and it is really going to cause people, already it is, my sleeping patterns are, most people are chinchile, because angithi uyalala ngo-10 yathi kuthi ngo-5 ngiyavuka, I'm getting ready, but now there's the uncertainty, ngivuka ngiyakuphi, ngcono ngilale, so you spend the whole day sleeping, and then the time you wake up you eat and you go back to bed. So life has changed and people are really going to get depressed. The idea nje yokuthi I'm always sleeping, I'm sending eggs, I miss human contact, is going to make people become very much depressed. The fear of losing these businesses now, the banks are phoning, bafuna loku yazama, okay, they'll give you a 3 months, after 3 months they want their things. You are panicking as a parent, I'm going to lose my car, I'm going to lose my house. So the hike and the spike in the emotional difficulties, we are still, when we have to prepare ourselves for them. We have to prepare our children also for that, because there's now a proposal from some corners of our society to say, let them repeat the grades. At 10, I should be doing grade 4. When I turn 11, I'm in grade 5. Now we are saying, repeat the year. And it's self-esteem. How am I going to feel? The idea now even of loss of income, loss of a life, because umasipila bantu sijwayela a certain thing, so emotionally konke lokho is going to affect a lot of people. So the need for emotional and psychological help is going to be there for everyone.
What do we do? Because like we said earlier, communicator akusindo lesijwayele. And I mean, angeke umuntu manje ukuthi ke asala yena sinemntwana efuna aqala khase in lama steps. Where do we begin? Ngibobani lekufanele sikhulume nabo, sisitala kanjani, ngikhala kuphi? Like I was saying earlier on when we were doing makeup ukuthi other women bayathulisa and bagcine mhlawumbe ke umuntu depressed, nimdiagnose ukuthi vele so major depression. Lomunye uthatha mhlambe indvodza yambulala or iyamhlubeka njalo athulile. Why? Because when they go to our parents, mawami uthula again, beketela, kuyabeketela emshadweni. When they go to pastors, bathi sizothandazela. When I go to my friends, after nje 5 minutes ngihambile, usale ufonela umngani uyangihleba, ungamboni Lungile sona, indodza imendana stressed. So where do I begin? Where do I go? What do I do if I'm facing all of these things that we were talking about today?
And it's interesting, in the way you are going back to the conventional ways. If you have noted now, you didn't say people don't look for professional help. Professional help is the last thing people resort to. Siyahlala netindo letiningi, siyahlala nekulimala in our homes, our children, because we don't seek professional help. And when we seek it, bese kuba sekulate. So we ujayele le injury, so we ujayele le abuse, that there isn't much that I can change because all your resources that you have used haven't been helpful. People need to realize, Mina, when a person comes to me, I've been struggling to sleep. I really am struggling to sleep. I'm irritated, I'm not energy, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. It's been going on for the last 2 months. What is happening? I can't be even I'm not happy. We are able to deal with the realities, but as we will talk about the problem, but I won't tell you that I'm not sleeping. I will tell you what he's doing this and that and that and that, and in my own way try and help, and forget to say, Mame, I need to send Gugu where I think she's going to get the help. Professional help is there. There is nothing wrong with speaking to your mother, with speaking to your pastor, and with speaking to your friends, but it's also important to go the professional element to go see, let me get professional help anywhere where you are, Even now, when the president has been speaking to us, the president has really been advocating, and the first people that he points to are social workers. He's saying to people, he's saying there's social workers, we will get more social workers, even if it means that you don't know what's a psychologist when done. Start somewhere. Start by telling the nurse at clinic, because a lot of people use a lot of our people use clinics. Tell the clinic sister that we are not okay. And the idea is psychology. I hear a lot of people saying psychology, psychologist, unfortunately we don't see bandula bahlanyako. Well-minded, well-sounded, adjusted people access our services because we understand that everyone is overwhelmed. And akusho ukuthi when you must come and see me vele, you have depression, you have schizophrenia, you've got bipolar. My adjustment, life's adjustments are quite difficult because even if you divorce, that is going to be a big adjustment for you. Asdile nayo, asikhulume ngayo ukuthi what has it done to you? What has, exposing your children to this life done to you emotionally? And once you are fine and contained, we will move on, we discharge you and you go and life goes on. People are basabe to access our services, and we are saying now more than ever, use our services wherever you are, because we realize that everyone is going to need a space to ventilate.
Sivame kakhulu ukuthi uma kwenika into especially sinebebala lemnyama and kakhulu sinebomake siyathulisa ngetindo. I once admitted as well, and kubona psychologist, because, and to my surprise, the things that we were talking about, I had to go back and bring a lot of things letting back then. So it tells you, whatever you feel you need to talk about it, because if we shift, we beg, I'm a woman, I have to be strong for my kids, I have to be strong for my men. At the end of the day, it's going to destroy you again.
For sure, sis Lungile, destroy. And that is why sometimes, I think when we work nebantu, we want to know where do you come from, what happened, what is going on, because a lot of what happened in your previous relationship goes with you into this relationship. So you carry a lot of the insecurities leti buyangale uhambe nato ngala. Ene awucabangi ukuthi bekungilimata ngalena ukuthi bebangangivumeli ukuthi ngibe ne social life, bebangangivumeli ukuthi ngigcoke amabhruku uma ngiyemsebentini. So now you get into this one is different, this one wants to be you, awusajwayelanga wena. So, and these are the issues kumele sizame ukukhuluma ngato and face up to the realities yokuthi emotionally siyaba vulnerable sibantu, and when we are vulnerable asisebenziseni the spaces ukuthi sikhulume. Cry out for help. There's a new advert now going on, but there's a phone line where women in abusive relationships can phone. They don't have to say anything. And I think the telecontrollers have been trained. Once they hear that, then they need to trace this person. So the people must use those services. And we normalize it and say,
no. Oh gosh, no.
Believe it.
It's so sad. It's so sad. Like with Sambesa Zofia, Guleso Scabaleso, and Nasfiga 1825 passport COVID-19. This conzatela more because very watsini. We are not used to visit a psychologist. Like you say, we need a professional help.
So mina ngisebenzela la nail spray, my offices are nail spray to number 8 Sarah Celius, but inamba la ngatholakala khona it's 060 887 3398.
Angithembe ukuthi bomake kunyendi lenikutholile lokuyensebenza khumbula sithi ke ungathuli uma ke kunetinto letingakuphathi kahle, khuluma ngayo.